preserving flowers, engagement flowers of a dear friend of mine. So they got engaged yesterday, and I will be preserving her roses so that they won't have molds in the next few days, because as we know, flowers tend to wilt easily. So it just takes them a few days and they're gone. They're no longer something you'd want to keep because they're already full of molds and they don't look pretty anymore. So today we will be preserving roses. So these are her roses, but I'll just be preserving a few of these because I just have this for my preservation method. So I will be using silica sand for today. Let's open this thing. The thing about silica sand when preserving is that you'll get better results than air drying and the other preservation methods, because um, using silica sand is easier, and also it also gives like a second life to your flowers, because they won't wilt after a week, and you can keep them for maybe a year or more depending on how you handle your flowers. So first off, I placed gloves because my hands are quite sweaty and we don't want additional moisture for our flowers, because moisture is the thing that destroys them. So first off, we have our container, and then we will place a base layer of silica sand over our container, because this is where we'll place the flowers. So this is a combination of, I believe this is a combination of white and orange. White and orange silica sand. So let's place a layer so that the bottom of the flowers will also be preserved and they won't wilt also, because we don't want the top but quite ugly on the bottom side. So yeah, right now I'm sitting on the floor because it's comfy. So yeah, so this is our base layer. So we have silica sand over the bottom layer of our container. I'm gonna tap this a bit so that it evens out. Next is we have our flowers. Let's set this aside for a moment. And then we will be choosing a few flowers. Let's see. The thing about flowers is that before, I actually hated the fact that people give flowers during special occasions. I mean, they do look very pretty and awesome, because who doesn't like flowers? They're so pretty, look. But the thing is, after a few days, a week at the most, or maybe a little over a week, they wilt and they no longer look pretty, and you just have to throw them away. So it's quite sad for me to look at them die that way. But now, since we have preservation methods, so we can extend the life of these flowers. So I will be picking a few of these. So wait, this is pretty. So you have to cut it at the base of the stem, because this is the, I call this a flower head. So when you have your flower, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this, and I'll be choosing a few to place on my silica sand. So, I do hope I can place as much as I do hope I can place all of this, but I don't think my silica sand can handle everything because I just have like a kilo of silica sand. So, yeah, because for me, I live in the Philippines and silica sand is not readily available in my place. I have to purchase it from another part of the country and it has to be shipped, so it takes time for me to get them. So see, they're so pretty. Flowers are actually very pretty, but the thing is they do wilt very easily also. These are huge flowers actually. These are very huge flowers. Let me look. I can actually see some water drops in the flower, and I believe that when that remains there, it's gonna destroy the flower. So I've already picked a few. Let's see. Let's try placing it in our container. So let's see how many will fit. See, it's very. This is actually very big. I do hope we can fit a lot so that we can preserve it. But we'll see. See? It's very big. Let's place this at the bottom. If this was a recording and was part of a vlog, this could have been cut like multiple times because it takes quite some time to do this rather than the fast forward thingies. But we'll see how it goes. I really do hope we can place a lot. So far we already have 4 in. Flowers, painting the roses red. These are quite reddish. It's a bit of the pinkish reddish flower. And whenever it's this color, roses or flowers in general tend to go a little bit darker after being fully dried. When it no longer contains moisture, it darkens. So this will turn. See, it's a very big flower. Look at it compared to my hand. It's really huge. See? That's a huge flower. And it's a pretty, pretty flower. Usually flowers are this wide. Usually flowers are just very teeny tiny. So when you have petals like this one that's no longer very pretty, you take this out. Like this. We set this up. We set that aside. Mm-hmm. Flowers are quite expensive, so it's it's gonna be nice if you can like keep them for a little bit longer. And when it's given by someone special, you should really desire to have them for a longer time rather than have them for just a week. Am I right? So yeah, I'm keeping this for like future reference because just so. Flowers. Ooh, looking very pretty. I think I should like maybe I should try and share this to people. Right? I'm gonna try. Uh, this is actually just the second time that I actually did a live video on YouTube. And I, I don't know the specifications. I don't know if I did the right thing. Anyway, let's continue this. See, these are very huge flowers. But since I got them quite early, so that's good. It has a lot of moisture in it. Hmm. I also tend to get the middle portions of the rose because this is the part that holds tons of moisture, and this is where the molds usually attack. Attack, attack. So yeah, let's clear that out so that we can fill it with silica sand. Silica. See? So you'll see the middle portion of the flower, and so that it does not rot. I'm now thinking whether I should do that to the others also. Hmm. Let's not do that anyway. They're already pretty. So. I do hope that they will look quite pretty even after a week of drying. Because even if we do preservation methods, it still depends on the flower because some flowers may look pretty after a week, but some may not look as pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty as of the moment. They look very nice. So, Mitch, pwede ni may borrow ka dala yung cellphone ni Granny. Oh, this is a small one. Let's get maybe 2 more. You really have, wait, how many flowers is it in total? 3, wait. I have 4. 4. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Oh, it's not here. Wait. I actually tried to share it on Facebook, but I don't think it's here. Wait. For a moment. If you watch this at a later time, you can forward. You can just hit the forward button. But let me see first. Wait. Wait. I actually would like to share this, but I don't know how. Wait, I'll try and do this. How do I? Wait. Let me try and figure this thing. No. Wait. This is quite hard. Wait. Oh, okay. This is like a short. I don't know how to do it. Wait, let me try and share it. How do I? How do I? I'm trying to share it, but I'm not very techy and. Okay. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I'm the only one here thus far, so I think that's okay. So yeah, let's continue. Let's continue with our process. So we already have, so let's see. I think I'd want to count how many flowers she actually has. So, oh wait, I should wear my gloves again. Because we don't want any more moisture on those petals. I'm just doing so that, wait. So we already have how many? 3, 7, 10, 12. So that's a dozen plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so this is totally 2 dozens. And as much as I want to preserve all of them, they won't fit. I don't think I can preserve all of them because of the quantity. So I'll preserve as much as I can because they're really huge. They are bigger than the normal flowers. They really are. Oh shoot. There. There. Then let's have, I think that we only have room for one more. Mm. So that's the last part. So we have how many? 3, 7, 10, 14 flowers. We have 14 flowers in here. Let's see if we can make some more room. But we don't want to be overcrowded also. Wait, I think I can transfer this one here. Oh, wait, let me see. Wait, I think we have room for one more. So we're gonna have 15 flowers in total. In total. Okay. The other ones are really, really huge. So I don't think I can preserve those. I think I can have this one. There. The cutie. The cutie will have its place here. Okay, and then let's fill this up with the rest of our desiccant. So the thing is, I'm wearing a mask because um this has like dust that might go all over the place and very fine dust. I'm not quite sure, but I think the longest word in the English dictionary is pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. And I believe that, well, I believe that this can be a cause of it because this is silica and it contains very fine dust. So we just slowly fill this up. So let's try and fill the crevices of the flowers. I just hope this fits because I don't have much. But let's let's do the most of what we have. So the container is huge. I don't know if you can see that, but I have very fine dust all over the place. We're painting the roses red. Fast forward, fast forward. If this was a vlog, I'm surely gonna cut this part out and maybe just show a short clip of it of me placing silica sand all over my roses because this isn't very appealing for many. So yeah, because that I'm not doing anything else aside from placing silica sand all over my I hope it'll turn out pretty, guys. I truly do. I'm getting quite worried that my silica sand won't be enough because I realize that this is a big, huge. This is actually a huge container. I haven't been uploading for quite some time. I think I haven't uploaded anything for the past 3 months because of some emotional stuff that has been going on. And I haven't been doing very well with resin projects also. I know that they are something that I love doing, but I needed to take a break also from posting videos because they do look very easy. Like it's just a few minutes of videos, but the actual work is a lot because it's gonna take you a lot of time to actually make the pieces. And you have to spend also just to make them. Oh shucks. Carefully. You should wait. Can you actually see what I'm doing there? So I'm filling this up with silica sand. So, silica sand, the yo most of us have seen silica. Silica gel is the most common, I think, because you see those in shoe boxes. They're placed there so that their actual purpose is to absorb moisture out of things. So we are basically dehydrating the flowers. Oh no, I'm running out of silica sand. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Now I'm worried. I am seriously worried. Uh-oh. I'm running out of silica sand. I actually ran out of silica sand. Oh no. It, Resourceful 2.0. Wait. We have tons of excess silica sand here, so let's transfer it. And this is gonna be a long, arduous work. So you basically need tons and tons of silica sand, especially when dealing with huge flowers. I don't know if it could have been a good idea to. Oh shucks! You have to fill the insides. So you can take this part out, like these sides. I have to make the most out of what I have. So this is gonna be a long, arduous thing to do because I lack silica sand. But I think I have. I'll just look for some of the silica sand that I have. So I actually have this batch, but this is something that I used for my mom's flowers. So they're pretty orange still, so I can use this. Let's just take the flowers out. These are actually very dried flowers already and have darkened because I wasn't able to. They were already pretty dried when I had them. So yeah, I can use this silica sand because this is still orange. You will know if your silica sand is no longer, um, if it's already fully, if it needs recharging. Because the orange silica sand is actually a color indicate. It has a color indicator that when it's already full of moisture, it will turn green. So you will know that you have to recharge it. You can recharge your silica sands through an oven or through a frying pan, and mm, you just have to heat it up basically. So as you can see, I'm a very slow worker. I'm just trying to fit everything in and trying that it works out for the better and for the good of everyone. So this is like an archiving lesson. So here you have to cover your petals, cover them well, and give the flowers another chance to living, another chance to being pretty. So mhm. I actually don't know why I'm doing this live, because this is quite a long process made short via editing. Well, if this was a vlog, this is gonna be so short. This is gonna be maybe a 3-minute video only of a few cuts of this and that, because as I said earlier, nobody wants to watch this process because it's long and boring. it's not much action. You're just basically filling everything up with silica sand. I hope I hope my silica sand just covers everything up. I'm just hoping and praying for the best. And maybe I should buy more sand, but it's quite expensive and I don't have the budget for that yet. And I have been resting from preservation for quite a while because my I'm not my imagination is not that great of the moment, and I'm not that inspired as an artist yet. So I have to rekindle that fire before actually doing this thing. Oh, so this was my mom's flower. It's pretty violet right now and very brittle and very brittle, super brittle. I had this quite dried already because when I had this, my mom thought that she placed it in water, so I thought that it was pretty moisturized. And if if a fresh flower is pretty hydrated, it retains its beauty for longer than normal. But then when I look at the vase, backstory, it didn't have water. It was just in the vase. It the so it was pretty air dried and pretty dry when I got it, and very maroon. As I said earlier, red roses tend to go on the darker side, so they go quite maroon or a bit violet. So it's this. This is a dried flower. Yeah, it's pretty dried. Hmm. This will look better in resin though. So this is the dried flower. You can brush this off because this is just silica dust. It's so brittle, it can break very easily. Some of the little petals are already starting to fall off. Let's try and dig for more. This is like an archaeology session. Ink. So yeah, we have another one. These are flowers from my mom's birthday, so that was um what month was it? November 15. That's her birthday. And it's already, oh, it's December 15th, so this is like a month old of flowers. So it actually looks quite, it looks a lot better also rather than those that you didn't really preserve. So if this wasn't preserved well, this is already, this might have a lot of molds already and pretty much rotten. So hello to my two viewers. I believe one is my mother because I'm having her phone right now. So, oh yeah. So yeah, we have another flower. This is pretty much very pretty still, rather than having a rotten flowers. they weren't preserved. Oh, I think my silica sand will fit. I think this will be enough to cover everything. So I have 15 flowers in. I don't know who the other person is watching, but thank you for watching. This is me trying to be active on my YouTube before I start editing out and starting to do resin stuff again. So let's do it slowly but surely. I just have to find my passion back. And we're getting there. We're getting there. My friend reminded me not to think about things too much, that it causes analysis paralysis. So I'm trying to do that and not overthink things. I just have this part that's not covered up. So I believe we can cover this up with the remaining silica sand. So yeah, I have a few petals here and there because when I placed the flowers here, it was pretty much, ooh, there. Yeah, it shrunk. It shrunk. And, ooh, I like it. Look at it. It has this white texture because of, it has this, I'm not quite sure if that's good. This is quite white. Oh shucks. See, it's very brittle that it easily falls off. So it has this white part because this is the sand. Mm-hmm. See? You can still see the redness. So this is our 1-month-old flower. See? It still holds its shape and it doesn't have molds in the inside. Look at the inside. Can you see it? It doesn't have molds because it was properly dried. So that will last for a year or more, depending on the quality care that you give it. So yeah, let's just fill this up with silica sand. I believe my silica sand is enough. I was quite worried. I was quite worried a few minutes back. Oh, bro. So it took me like almost an hour. But maybe this was faster if I wasn't panicking because I was lacking silica sand. Well, now that I see it, it's actually quite pink. It has this dark pink shade rather than the red. Whee! It's already getting covered in silica sand. We're painting the roses red. Hi to my other viewer, whoever you are. Thank you for watching. Oh, here we have another flower. Now that I think about it, it's almost a year since I actually preserved flowers. Yeah, because I think I did my first ever resin project January of this year. Time flew. I haven't been doing projects for the past few months because of a lot of things that happened in my life. Hmm, but we'll see. Little by little, we'll see what great things I might do in the future. Oh. And we'll see, maybe I'll be able to preserve your flower as well. Ooh, yay, I covered everything up. That's awesome. Wait, so I I noticed that a few parts of my my presser of my piece has this. As you can see, my roses in this part isn't very covered. I also have some here. So I will cover that up. So I took up a toothpick and we'll be moving so that the air pocket on this side will be filled with silica sand. When it comes to flower preservation and resin also, I just think that toothpicks are pretty much a lifesaver. Like, it can do tons and tons of stuff. So let's try. Um, you can see this. So I'll try and cover it up using my toothpick. So using your toothpick, just have to dig in to that part and fill it up. Right. Wait. I have to be quite careful. So yes. So yeah, just be careful not to damage the rose. Yeah, we've filled it up. See, we've partially filled it up, and we will be adding more silica sand to fill it. Oh, throughout this year, what I actually realized, it's basically a part of growing up that you fail here and there. And I always say in my vlogs that failure is the first attempt in learning. But we are also human and sometimes we do get discouraged. But it is true that success is getting up one more time after you fell. And sometimes it's not that easy to do that. It's easier said than done. to just get back up when all other factors say that you shouldn't and you just quit. You just have to quit and stop. But if you don't give up, you will go a very long way. So it's up to you whether to pursue something or not. Actually, the reason why I'm back to vlogging by starting live videos, even if I don't have that much views, is because I was reminded when I looked at my YouTube studio. I saw that people were still commenting on my previous videos, my previous resin videos, and I actually thought that they weren't gonna be of help to anybody, but they were. But I did lose track and forgot the purpose why I made this vlog. It was to help resin artists, especially beginners, do not make as much mistake because I know how expensive resin is. Because I'm an artist, but I forgot about that purpose and decided to stop posting. Actually, it was very strenuous as what I said. A lot of things happened. So yeah, we've covered this part already. See? It's like mango float. So yeah, we have that good. And then let's I know I'm not making a lot of sense, but it's okay. This is my channel. I just want to remember this day and how I was inspired to preserving flowers because I saw an actual proposal in front of my very eyes. So yeah, it inspired me to get back up. And also, I'm very thankful for all the people who comments on my YouTube videos. You just don't know how much they mean to me. Like, it can be just a simple great job or a simple that's beautiful or a simple great work. I'm gonna try doing this also. That's really of big help and it encourages me a lot. Although I still don't have tons and tons of views like other YouTubers, other successful YouTubers, but I really did not expect to even have more than 1,000 views a single in a single video. Like that was way beyond my imagination, but it happened, and I'm just grateful for that. But yeah, I got discouraged, and now I'm trying to get back up because when you're down, there's nowhere else to go but up. So two people are still with me, and I believe one is my mom. Still my mother. Wait, how do you do this? I will try and place the other flowers on top of this layer. They won't be looking pretty much the same as the others but they will still pretty much be in a better situation rather than exposed. Wait, should I place them in another container? Oh yeah. Wait, let me see. Wait, I think they will be flattened out if I place it like this. Wait. I know I purchased a lot of what do you call this, silica sand, but I guess they weren't enough. I think I just place everything here. I just place the others here just so that they won't rot. Thank you for the one viewer that's still there. Whoever you are, thank you for supporting. Or maybe that's my mom or something. Wherever you are, wherever you are, even if you're discouraged, always remember that it's your life and you make your story. You should make a pretty impressive character of yourself rather than a lousy one. So make the most of your life because you only have one. So now we have a bush. We now have a stem bouquet. So these are all the flowers. I'm just gonna place them on top of the silica sand because I know that the silica sand under will still take moisture out. And will still be very helpful rather than just exposing them out where there's nothing that helps them. It looks like sugar. Looks like sugar, but it's not sugar. Let's just place silica sand in the middle portion because that's the most crucial part. That's where all the molds go. Molds are substrators. See you. Before I end, I just realized that we have just a week before Christmas. And that's gonna be fast. Moby man na. Hi, Mob. Nila ko naman ito si Moby. Si Moby di ang isa. Salamat, Moby. Oh, you're back. I'm putting silica sand on flowers, Mav, to preserve them so that they won't rot and so that these can be kept for a longer period of time rather than just a week or two. So that's what I'm doing. Nani? Thank you for the watch hours. If anyone wants their flowers to be preserved, just contact our page, Handumana and Preserving Flowers, Serving Memories, because that's what we do. You don't just get to keep a picture of your flowers, but you can actually hold them for a long period of time. Who knows, maybe you can still show this to your future kids or to your apo. Well, apo. I don't know yet because there's still no resin artist who's been around for more than 20 years. So I still don't know if your grandkids will be able to see your flowers. But we'll see. We'll hope. We have been live for more than an hour now. It's already 11 p.m. This is a really... Wait, you can't see it. This is a really huge flower here. See how much space it takes? Because these are really huge flowers, I must admit. These are a few of the widest flowers that I've seen. Wherever you go. Women are basically like flowers, Mav. When you take care of them, they bloom like these flowers. But if you don't, they wilt and die. And have thorns in them that hurt other people. That's why you have to take care of them. I guess they don't know how these will turn out, the ones on top. Because they aren't fully covered with... Wait, I think I should remove the middle portions because they might rot. Wait, no, I should just fill them up. Wait, let's fill them up. Just so that I know they won't rot. pretty much covered still. It hasn't. Let's take this part off so that it won't rot. Because they might look pretty, but if they rot, that's the end game. Some flower preservation artists don't do this, but I usually open up the middle portion just to be sure that I won't be having moisture in the middle portion, because that's where the molds begin to thrive. Well, thrive. It's where they thrive, and when they thrive in that area, it seeps in and creeps into the other portions, and that's how you have a rotten flower. So you have to hurt the flower a little right now, just so that it won't die. It's pretty much like how you get hurt by circumstances that you face, but you don't realize that those circumstances are actually for your good, and that it happened to make you a better person and to make you more lovely and lively. Just like this, just like these flowers. It may hurt to have the centerpieces taken out, but in the long run, it's still for their own good, so that they won't rot, and so that the, the owner can keep them for a long period of time. Where, where did I place the... Oh snap, I forgot. Oh, it's here. See. This is our last flower and we will be ending this live video because it has been over an hour already. And I believe that my brother and my mother are already tired of watching me. I think that's it. Mm. So this is it. I'll have to get a clean wrap. And then we have to have clean wrap, so I have to seal this. Very with a cap. It's pretty sealed. It flattens out anything. So we have this wild, and we will be back and see it after 7 days. Before, I used to let it stay for a month because an artist told me that it's better to leave it for a long time rather than just a week. But I've also seen artists that just leave them for a week just so that they won't dry out completely. I no, so that they will be dry but not over dried. But we'll see. We'll see which one works. So yeah, we'll see if these flowers turn out to be as dark as this one. But these weren't fresh, by the way, when I had them. So maybe they'll have another color. But it's pretty much intact, which is nice and awesome for a month old rose. Inshallah. Wherever you go, you'll know if they're pretty dried already because they have this paper-like texture and they are very, very brittle and crisp and very fragile. Like it can snap any moment. So that's it. And let's just keep some of the petals. I'll keep them here so that they're in a very tight container as well. And we'll see them after a week. So that's it. It was over how many minutes? It's almost 1 hour and 30. So thank you, Mav, thank you, Nani, and to my mom for watching forcefully. So this is what remains of the bouquet. So here, no more flowers. The flowers are in here. Let's look at the flowers in their cozy little bed while they rest for where they will rest for how many? 7 days. They're here. They're here. And we'll see the difference also of the ones that were not fully covered and those that were fully covered. So we'll see if there is a big difference, and we'll see whether it also works to just have them above, placed above the silica sand instead of fully covering them. But the instruction said that it should be fully covered in silica sand, but we no longer have enough silica sand as of the moment. So we'll try this method because, as I said earlier, it's better than not doing anything at all and just exposing them to moisture and the air in general. So yeah, that's it for today, guys, and we'll see after 7 days if this works out well, and we'll see what beautiful DIY we'll be making with this with these flowers. So we'll see. So I will end in a few seconds just to hit the 1 minute 30 mark. And it's currently raining, and I hope everybody is safe. And I hope that everyone that's losing hope regains their hope and passion and the love for something that they really want to do. Like me, I want to preserve flowers and preserve memories and to um, have to give flowers a second life through flower preservation. So that's it. We're almost there. It's almost an hour and 30 minutes. So that's it. Thank you. And I hope more people will be watching this, even though it's a very long ride. So that's it. Thank you and keep safe. And don't be afraid of failing because fail means first attempt in learning. Bye, guys.